All right, folks, in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a clean install of TCG Card Shop Simulator, as well as install BepinEx, the More Card Expansions mod, TextureReplacer, and finally the Magic the Gathering Overhaul. To start with a clean install, you just go to Steam, Manage, Uninstall. This is not going to affect your save files because they're saved in a different location. After we've uninstalled the game on Steam, we're going to go over to the install folder in your Steam Apps and Common folder. We're going to delete it to make sure that any leftover files are removed. Next, we will reinstall the game. As that's installing, we've got the files ready for the 4 different mods we're going to install. You get them all off of Nexus Mods. Each of them has instructions on how to install them. The main thing is just that you're going to install, or rather extract, the contents of the archive into the folder that contains the same named folder inside the archive. If that sounds confusing, it won't be in a moment. So that is just about done. Once that's done, we're going to run the game once so that it generates any of the folders that we need. And it is important that you run the game after, at the very least, installing BepinEx and TextureReplacer, but I recommend doing it after every mod you install. So we've launched the game once. We're going to load a file up, make sure that all textures are loaded in. Get out of the game. Next, we are going to go into the install location for TCG Card Shop Simulator. This is the folder that contains the cardshopsimulator.exe. You can get there simply by going to Manage and Browse Local Files. Next, we're going to click in the top and copy the path of this folder. So you can either Control-C or right-click copy. Next, we're going to open the BepinEx archive. Or if you right-click and extract all with Windows, you will simply paste it in the line that it pops up with there. But we're just going to paste in the file path that we copied. Now if we go back over here, we've got BepinEx installed. We're going to run the game once. And we can see that the BepinEx console popped up in the back. Quit back out of the game. Next, we are going to install the TextureReplacer mod. TextureReplacer mod is a plugin, so it is going to go into the BepinEx plugins folder since the folder in the archive is named after the mod itself. It will go right into the plugin archive, so we will just copy that path, paste it here. TextureReplacer is installed. Let's launch the game once. Now we'll do the same with the card expansion mod. Now the card expansion mod does not contain a folder that is named after itself. It has a folder contained BepinEx. So this is where we will install it into the folder that contains the same named folder inside the archive. So TCG Card Shop Simulator main folder with the Card Shop Simulator exe contains a folder called BepinEx. Inside of our archive is a folder called BepinEx. So we will extract this folder inside the TCG Card Shop Simulator main folder. Now that that's installed, we'll launch the game again, and this time we're going to edit a configuration setting. Once the game is open, press F1, open the Card Shop expansion mod. We're going to enable custom configs for new expansions and enable custom configs for original expansions. Then we can close out of that. and quit. And then finally, we'll open the Magic the Gathering Overhaul mod. It as well does not have a folder named after itself. It has a plugins folder. So because of that, we will go into the BepinEx folder, which also has a plugins folder. So again, you extract into the folder that contains the named folder that is the same as the one in the archive. So we'll copy the path here, extract, and you know that you've done it right when you get this message to replace files. So now that is done, we will launch the game. And it will take a moment, especially on the first load, as it replaces all those textures. But now we can see that we are in there. The splash screen is different. We'll load into the game. The rotating card back is different. And so we know at this point that we've almost certainly successfully installed it. We've got our deck boxes, sleeves, cards, and that's it. That's all there is to it, folks. Enjoy.